Thank you. So the format tonight, it's going to consist of a 2-minute introduction by each one of the candidates, followed by a question portion for which each candidate will have 2 minutes to answer the question, and then a 2-minute closing by each candidate. The questions will start with the first candidate to the left and the following question being directed to the next candidate and so on. This format is being used because it allows each candidate to be able to answer both first and last. We're also going to have a timer for this evening. The candidates, like I said, will have 2 minutes. At the point that they have 30 seconds remaining, a blue marker will be shown to them, and then when it's time to stop, a red marker will be shown to them. The order was drawn at random this evening just to make everything fair for everyone. The questions for this evening, the candidates were each presented with a grouping of questions, of which a portion will be pulled out for the very beginning of the forum. After that, we're going to transition to the audience questions. Like I said earlier, if you have a question that you would like presented, please either go to the front of the auditorium to fill it out, or just raise your hand and one of the ushers will bring one to you, bring a card to you so you can fill it out. So, without further ado, I'd ask Terry Burrows to come up and give his introduction.
Thank you, JD. I think they have this microphone for Noel. We'll try it. My name is Terry Burrows. For you that do not know me, I graduated here in 1968. My mother and father moved here with myself in 1956. My mother was civils. She owned Civils Flowers and Gift. My father worked as a manager at Flying G Dairy. Upon my graduation, I left this particular community and went to work for Southern Bell, worked my way up through the ranks. Retired in 2003 as an executive. I come back home for a couple of reasons. One was my mother, she is very sick. Second reason was to try to impact the county in terms of some minor way. My volunteer service over the last 6 or 7 years has been serving on a number of boards in the community, hospital board of trustees, the Rotary Economic Council, things of that sort. What I see, and the reason I wanted to be in this particular grouping tonight, is I see that we need a new vision for the community. We need to diversify our economy. We need to change the way we do code enforcement so that will help us bring in new businesses. The economic development plan that we've been working on, that the county paid $30,000 for about 3 or 4 years ago, will only help us to diversify that economy, bring in new jobs, and jobs with good benefits and good salaries. In order to do that, we have to be in a position to help that along. That's my predominant reason for being in this particular grouping this evening. I believe that I have the capabilities to work with my colleagues to help them and make these tough decisions. Thank you very much.
Good evening. My name is Jared Figley. I'm a 6th generation Okeechobee native. I'm sorry, I'm not a good public speaker, so you have to excuse me. I've been working for my family's ranch for the past 10 years. I'm the manager/operator. My wife and I recently celebrated our 10th year wedding anniversary. We have a 2-year-old son and one on the way. I got my AA degree several years ago, and I've been working on my bachelor's in engineering at USF. It's kind of a slow, ongoing process, but one day I'll make it. And I guess that's about all. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. For you folks that don't know who I am, my name is Gene Woods. I served as county commissioner for 12 years, 3 terms. Got defeated last time by Mr. Chandler. I feel as though I can be a better commissioner than Noel. I know he's worked hard, but I've got a different visions of where we need to go, I think, and doing with the planning, going in the right direction with the planning board and the administrator and the assistants. I think we can get we all got in this thing together, and it's going to take us all to get us out of it. Thank you.
Good evening. I would like to thank everyone involved in bringing this forum to our county. I'm Noel Chandler, Democratic candidate for Okeechobee County Commissioner District 2. I'm a fifth generation Okeechobee. My wife of 41 years, Louise, and I have raised 2 children here in Okeechobee. We've seen a lot of changes in the last 5 generations. I have served as your county commissioner for the past 4 years. During that time, I have done my best to be attentive and responsive to you, to the residents of Okeechobee County. As your representative, I have worked hard to see that we are able to maintain the integrity of our county and the lifestyle we all enjoy so much. As your full-time commissioner, I will continue to be available and to seek the best ways for us to be fiscally accountable for the taxpayers. I'm asking for your continued support as we go forward in these difficult times. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Chandler. There are those of us who are vertically challenged, so I appreciate that moving the mic for us. My name is Brian Culpepper. I'm 61 years old, just had a birthday, and I've lived in Okeechobee now for just over 7 years. Actually, I'm in my 8th year. I have my wife here of 41 years, and I call her Mother Teresa, because anyone that can put up with 22 years of going to political barbecues, eating cold chicken, beans, and dealing with speeches of politicians deserves to be in a sainthood, because that's the way I look at her. I have a son that lives here in Okeechobee, Teddy, who is my partner in my business. I own a business here in air conditioning, air quality business, which is I enjoy very, very much. It's going to be hard to separate away that if I'm fortunate enough to get your support to be a commissioner. I lived in Palm Beach County all my life, actually from 3 years old until I moved out here. Unfortunately, I didn't have the honor of being born in Okeechobee, but I have been coming here since the late 50s to come out to Barlow's to have catfish. That was our family's big deal on a Saturday night. So I really learned to love Okeechobee because, number one, it's people, it's country, it's fishing, it's wildlife. And so when I retired from the fire department, I decided to bring my family out here. My son came out first, and I followed shortly thereafter. My wife currently is employed with the Sheriff's Department of Palm Beach County and has 7 weeks to go to retire, and I think I'm more excited about her retirement than I am about my own. But I really see a need. I saw Palm Beach County virtually destroyed by uncontrolled growth and people that were controlled by very large, powerful organizations that destroyed our quality of life. Many people have asked me, we've had people come out here to try to change Okeechobee to Palm Beach County. I'm quite the diverse. I came out here to get away from Palm Beach County and try to help to not fall into the same trap as Palm Beach County did and ruin our quality of life out here. I want to continue to raise my family out here. I have 2 beautiful grandchildren. They're in school here. They love it. And I want to continue to see us prosper. We're facing some tough times, and after 18 months, I'm still looking for hope and change. And so far, I hope I have a job Monday. And the only thing change I have is what's left in my pockets. So we need to make some serious adjustments here and work with each other. And these are all gentlemen. I know them. And I'm sorry I didn't see the sign. I apologize. But anyway, I appreciate your support. Thank you.
My name is Joey Hoover. First off, I'd like to thank the sponsors and the folks that came out and gave their time to come out here and participate in what I believe is the most important and privileged thing that we have as Americans, and that is the election process. I was fortunate to be raised here in Okeechobee. I was the youngest of 5 children raised by my parents, both of whom were school teachers right here in Okeechobee. After graduating from high school here, I went on to the University of Central Florida, where I obtained my degree in business administration. The university was also where I met my lovely wife, Dawn. We'll be celebrating 20 years of marriage later on this year. We chose to raise our 2 children, Justin and Kaylee, right here in Okeechobee. I wanted them to have the same opportunities that I did, and I feel I was very blessed being able to grow up in a small town as Okeechobee. I think it's added a lot to my life, and we've tried to teach our children, Justin and Kaylee, to never ask more of others than you're willing to do yourself. Don't point out any problems that you're not willing to contribute to the solution. That's why I've enjoyed my time, my short time that I've been on the county commission. I was appointed to this seat after the death of Commissioner Worrell. I've enjoyed contributing to my community, and I would ask your support to continue to work for you. Thanks.